Welcome to the video, Discover the 10 cheapest small towns to live in. Today, we're going to explore 10 small towns that offer some of the lowest living costs. These towns aren't for everyone, but small town living has many perks: light traffic, a tight-knit community, and a slower pace of life. Perhaps the best part is that the cost of living here is often much lower than in large, expensive cities. To give you a clearer picture of life in small towns, we've compiled a list of the 10 cheapest small towns to live in across the United States. These places have populations ranging from 10,000 to 50,000 people. Our rankings are based on the C2 Cost of Living Index by the Council for Community and Economic Research, which measures prices for housing, groceries, utilities, transportation, healthcare, and various other services. However, before you decide to move, it's important to weigh your options carefully. While a low cost of living is certainly attractive, you might face challenges like limited job opportunities, lower incomes, or a lack of recreational activities. Make sure to plan and research thoroughly to ensure that the town you choose fits your lifestyle. So, without further ado, let's dive into the 10 cheapest small towns to live in the US. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting content. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Meridian, Mississippi. Cost of living: 12.1% below the US average. Population: 34,990. Median household income: $32,197. Median home value: $97,800. Unemployment rate: 2.8%, compared to the US average of 3.7%. Meridian was rebuilt from 1890 to 1930 after being nearly destroyed in the Civil War. As a result, it boasts 9 registered historic districts. Notably, the Denzel Carousel in Highland Park, dating back to 1909, is one of its unique attractions. Another famous spot in Meridian is the birthplace of Jimmie Rodgers, known as the father of country music. Today, the federal government plays an important role in the city's economy, with Naval Air Station Meridian and Key Field being 2 of the largest employers. Residents benefit from a cost of living that's 12.1% lower than the US average, with housing costs being 28.2% below the national average. Older residents also appreciate that Mississippi is one of the most tax-friendly states for retirees. However, Meridian's low cost of living comes with a catch. Its poverty rate is 32.4%, significantly higher than the state average of 19.2%. Number 9. Pittsburgh, Kansas. Cost of living: 13.3% below the US average. Population: 2,610. Median household income: $42,300. Median home value: $97,000. Unemployment rate: 2.1%. Pittsburgh is located about a 2.5-hour drive south of Kansas City on Route 69. This town is known for its cost of living, which is 13.3% below the national average. In the past, Pittsburgh was recognized for its abundance of coal and the Southern and Eastern European immigrants who worked in the mines. Nowadays, the area relies more on higher education, thanks to the presence of Pittsburgh State University. Other major employers include transportation company Waco and Via Christi Hospital Medical Center. Pittsburgh also offers various family-friendly attractions like Lakeside Park, the Crawford County Historical Museum, and the Pittsburgh Aquatic Center. Although median household income is lower than the national average, housing prices here are quite affordable, with a median price of just $97,000. Overall, housing costs are 26.2% lower than the US average. Number 8. Hastings, Nebraska. Cost of living: 13.6% below the U.S. average. Population, 2,298. Median household income, $55,755. Median home value, $196,300. Hastings is located at the intersection of the Burlington and Missouri rivers. Before the railroads arrived, this area was an open plain. The Donner Party passed through here on their way to California in 1846. In the 1870s, railroads attracted European immigrants to the new state of Nebraska through advertisements. A fire in 1879 destroyed 33 buildings in the downtown area, which were later rebuilt between 1880 and 1890 with Victorian-style buildings designed by Charles C. Rittenhouse, the first practicing architect in Adams County and also mayor for 10 years. Housing in Hastings is the most expensive on this list of the cheapest small towns. Overall costs are 26.2% below the national average, with an average home price of $196,300. Rent costs are 43.3% lower than the national average, with the average rental costing $875. Utilities are almost 20% below the norm. Kool-Aid is known as Nebraska's official soft drink for a good reason. It was invented by Edwin Perkins in Hastings, where all his experiments took place in his mother's kitchen. Number 7. Kankakee, Illinois. Cost of living, 13.9% below the U.S. average. Population, 24,795. Median household income, $42,182. Unemployment rate, 5.9%. Kankakee is the administrative center of Kankakee County and serves as an anchor city in the rural plains outside Chicago. The Kankakee River flows through the city, serving as the main attraction and a defining landmark. The river water is refined at the Kankakee Water Company, and electricity is generated at the Kankakee River Dam, providing essential resources for the community. The unemployment rate here is higher than average, at 5.9%. Major employers in Kankakee include a variety of industries. Midwest Transit Equipment is the largest bus dealer in the U.S., founded in 1976 with just 100 employees and an annual revenue of $300 million. The small newspaper group publishes newspapers in the Midwest, employing about 100 people in the Kankakee area. Number 6. Salina, Kansas. Cost of living, 15.5% below the U.S. average. Population, 46,733. Median household income, $56,950. Median home value, $155,500. Unemployment rate, 1.9%. The small town of Salina is situated at the intersection of Interstate 70 and 135, about 90 miles north of Wichita and 175 miles west of Kansas City. Manufacturing and healthcare are among the most important industries in the town. Major employers include Schwann's Company, the maker of Tony's Frozen Pizza, Great Plains Manufacturing, serving the agricultural sector, and the Salina Regional Health Center. Salina is also home to several institutions of higher education, including the University of Kansas School of Medicine Salina Campus and Kansas State University Polytechnic Campus. Salina's economic mix has proven capable of delivering both low unemployment and low living costs. Housing costs are about 2/3 of the national average, according to C2. Transportation costs are also cheaper, about 10% lower than the national average. Number 5. Hammond, Louisiana. Cost of living, 15.7% below the U.S. average. Population, 20,239. Median household income, $42,900. Unemployment rate, 4.4%. Hammond is the largest city in Tangipahoa Parish, Louisiana, located 45 miles east of Baton Rouge and 45 miles northwest of New Orleans. Its airport has a long runway, serving as a backup landing site for Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. During World War II, Hammond Airport, now Hammond North Shore Regional Airport, was a detention camp for prisoners of war from Nazi Germany. The Andouille Trail is a unique culinary route that introduces you to Hammond's contribution to Louisiana cuisine. Andouille sausage is a delicious way to explore Hammond. Number 4. Richmond, Indiana. Cost of living: 16.6% below the U.S. average. Population: 35,642. Median household income: $46,356. Median home value: $96,900. Unemployment rate: 2.9%. Few cities can boast about their role in the early history of recorded jazz like Richmond. Some of the first jazz records were made in this small town, featuring notable artists like Hoagy Carmichael, Duke Ellington, and Louis Armstrong. There is a Walk of Fame celebrating jazz and other artists who recorded with Richmond's Gennett Records. While jazz will always be part of its history, today's Richmond, about an hour's drive west of Dayton, Ohio, is better known for its colleges and seminaries. Number 3. Tupelo, Mississippi. Cost of living: 16.9% below the U.S. average. Population: 37,939. Median household income: $62,886. Median home value: $185,100. Unemployment rate: 2.2%. Tupelo, located 110 miles southeast of Memphis's Graceland, is best known as the birthplace of Elvis Presley. Visitors flock to the town's Elvis Presley Birthplace Museum and the annual Elvis Festival held in June. Tupelo's recreational and cultural scene also includes the North Mississippi Symphony Orchestra, Buffalo Park and Zoo, Tombigbee National Forest, Tupelo National Battlefield, and the Tupelo Automobile Museum. Number 2. Ashland, Ohio. Cost of living: 17.7% below the U.S. average. Population: 19,927. Median household income: $56,040. Median home value: $135,200. Unemployment rate: 3.2%. Ashland is centrally located between Cleveland and Columbus, offering convenient access to major highways and transportation. It provides residents with a sparse suburban feel with low crime and a low unemployment rate of 3.2%, below the national average of 3.7%. The numbers get even better when you look at the cost of housing and transportation in Ashland. The average price of a home is $135,200, which is 25% below the national average. Rent is even cheaper, coming in at 50% below the average at $780. Number 1. Ponca City, Oklahoma. Cost of living: 19.6% below the U.S. average. Population: 24,541. Median household income: $51,367. Median home value: $118,900. Unemployment rate: 3.9%. Ponca City traces its roots back to the land run of 1893, when pioneers decided to build a town in north-central Oklahoma near the Arkansas River and a freshwater spring. Not long after its founding, enterprising oilmen successfully drilled wells in the area, and Ponca City remains an oil town to this day. Some of the largest employers in the area include energy companies such as Schlumberger, ConocoPhillips, and Phillips 66. Household incomes here are much lower than the national average, but housing costs are quite affordable. The median value of a home in Ponca City is just $118,900, compared to the national average of $342,884. So, which is your favorite among the top 10 cheapest small towns to live in? That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Share your favorite towns from the list of the 10 cheapest small towns to live in the comments below. I look forward to reading them, and I'm sure others do too.